So I wanted to talk about motivation today. And this is something that I feel like God has been teaching me and putting on my heart heavily over the past year as part of like a refining period, to be honest. And the reason I say that is because for me in the past, I found motivation a lot of times. Let me just check this. I found motivation a lot of times in the wrong things. I found motivation in attracting girls, getting girls, worldly things, like that was all that I cared about at younger times of my life. And so when I chose to give my life to Christ and go all in and asked Him to change my heart, I asked Him to change those things up because those things, I didn't want to bring that into my life. I didn't want that to be my motivation. Girls, impressing others, money, worldly things, materialistic things. I didn't want that to be the thing that was causing me to work hard. And that was the thing though. And it worked in that time, but that's not something I want to carry out to my future. And so I pray for God to remove that, and He did remove it, but what I didn't realize and what I didn't, I guess, expect was that when He removed it, I would be left with nothing. Now I don't have the things that once motivated me, that once gave me that fire. And so now I was stuck in this weird place where it's like, okay, I don't desire those things anymore, and I'm thankful for that. But now I'm lacking motivation. It's hard for me to do the things I once did, grinding at the gym, studying hard, all these different things that I always had an external motivator for. And so, yeah, once He removed that, and I feel like He removed that for me last year, and now I'm really just noticing, dang, what am I, like, what's pushing me now? And so I've been praying for God to like really teach me how to work hard for Him and for His glory, not for my glory, because I think that's really what it was for my glory and for selfish desires. And so now I'm asking Him, would you please remove that? And He did. But would you give me new motivation, new reasons to get up in the morning, new reasons to work hard? I want it to be for other people, to serve others, to love others, to bring Him glory. And the thing is, it's not easy, especially when you have to unlearn the old and relearn a new way. And so what it looks like, it's really like you just got to push through. And so I'm at these beginning stages where I'm really noticing it and where I'm really trying to get into a new grind, a new consistency with my work, with my fitness, with all those things. And I can do it with His strength, with His might, but it's different, bro. Like, it really is different, because you don't see a lot of times. But I think He's trying to teach me and get me to connect, like, no, you're working for a higher purpose now. You're not working for short-term gain, for validation, for all these other things. You're working to bring my name to the nations, to be excellent, to do it when nobody's watching. Like, this is what character, this is what integrity is. And so, like, it's tough. It really is tough, and I'm doing whatever it takes, and it's a process, and I understand that. It's not a quick, easy process, because in many ways you're denying the flesh. I feel like it's easier to be motivated when it's like, okay, I know I want this materialistic thing. I want this car. I want this house. I want this job. I want this girl. So it's like, okay, I'm going to work really hard, and then I'm going to get that thing. But with me, it's like, I think as Christian men and Christians in general, people that follow Jesus, like, our purpose is to spread the gospel. And that looks like different things for different people in different work environments, whatever. But yeah, like, it's not an easy thing to do, but it's the thing that we have to do. That's what we're called to do. And so I'm just asking Him, like, Lord, give me that new motivation, those new intentions, that character, so that I can make your name, bring your name glory. Because it's not about us. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's not about the things that we want and desire. It's about serving others, loving others, and bringing his name glory. I think that's why you see a lot of people get burnt out, number one. And you also see a lot of people give up and get complacent and lazy. And that was actually me in the past. When I got the things that I was really working hard for and grinding for, I feel like I got lazy, I got complacent, I got comfortable because I achieved the thing that I wanted. And I think that's the beauty of following Jesus, is like, there's no one thing that we can achieve on earth. Like, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. This is a marathon to reach the kingdom of heaven. And so it's like, okay, you could read the Bible a million times. Like, you could read the Bible every day, all day, and still get more out of it. It's like God is so big and so great that he's the only thing that you can never get enough of. The world, you can get enough of in a way, but you also feel empty the more that you get it. But following Christ is like, the more of it you get, the more filled you are. But it's the complete opposite of the world. The more of the world you get, the more you need, and the less filled you are. And so, man, that's where I'm at right now. That's what my biggest prayer is. Like, Lord, give me that deep drive and motivation. Help me to wake up and work hard for you and for others, because you already removed the things that were holding me back and that were driving me in a sinful way before. So give me new passion, give me new fire, so that I could be useful in the kingdom. Like, God really has a plan for each one of us, and it's bigger than we could ever imagine. And the truth is, it's not even about us. It's about all the other people that we can serve and love. And I think that's when I serve others, if I'm doing like a serving thing with the church or with friends, that's when I feel full. Not when I'm receiving gifts, not when I'm getting things. It's when I'm giving of myself, giving to others, putting others above myself. That's when I truly feel purpose and drive. It's like, my heart really is for me, it's for younger guys, like teenage dudes, because I remember when I was at that age, like, I wish I had somebody pouring into me. I wish I had somebody my age now. Like, when I was a teenager, I wish I had like a 25-year-old guy that had been my mentor and breathed life into me and given me something to look up to. And so that's what I really want to be. And so when I do things that align with that purpose that I believe that God called me to, that's when I feel filled. And not when I'm just focused on my life. Because when I'm so focused on my life, my problems magnify. My problems seem to be so much bigger. And that's the issue. Is like, of course they seem so big because I'm not thinking about anybody but myself. And so sometimes we just have to get out of that place where we're just so trapped in our own selfish desires, selfish ambitions, because at the end of the day, it's not even healthy for us to do that. And I think people get confused by like this whole, self-care, I gotta focus on myself type of thing. And it's like, I think that's important for sure. I think it's important to have a routine, to be healthy, to prioritize your mental health. But we can't just think about ourselves all the time. That's not what we're called to do as Christian men. Like, we need to really serve others, put other people in front of ourselves. Because one, if we're ever gonna have a family, like, bro, it's not about us. It's about serving the wife, the kids. It's not about us. And so it's good practice when you're young too, just to serve others and to put them above yourself and to deny yourself. And so that's all I wanted to say today. That's like my message, but I hope this was encouraging. I hope you found some nuggets and found some of it useful. Appreciate y'all for watching. Subscribe, comment, you know, the usual stuff. But love y'all. Peace.